We're down to our final 4 players, all battling it out to be the European champion. We're in Copenhagen, Denmark, and this is the NHL 24 European Championship. I'm Cameron, no sleeves Halbert, and I will be your host today, joined by my partner in crime, as always, Anthony Grizz Goal. Sibilia, how you feeling, buddy?
Well, dude, we're in Copenhagen, Denmark. Couldn't be better. Ready to battle it out here today for the European Championship.
Absolutely. And today we will be crowning a European champion, as well as finding 2 representatives that will join us at the World Finals in April. Now, throughout the day, you can join in and make sure your voice is heard by the !survey in the chat. There's going to be some NHL Shop gift cards on the line, so make sure you take advantage of that. Now, yesterday, the 8 best players in the EU region, they battled it out in a round robin. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from yesterday.
So taking a look here, some of the things I want to highlight, a couple new names and a couple veterans in the space as well. I want to start with Quebec's knocked out Nicky in 2022. He was also 1 series away from LAN losing to Ekin that year. Lonnex also making his debut to this tournament, competing the last 2 years, placing top 16 on New Gen last year. Alpha, maybe the biggest surprise this year, after being first rounded in the tournament the last 2 years, made top 8 in NHL 24. Also notably, does have a twin brother. Timu also made top 8 after eliminating up-and-comer Sisu.
That's big as well, and we've got a lot of big names in the community that are going to be playing it out today. What's the one storyline you're looking forward to the most?
Can Eki make it back to Worlds and find a way to become the world champion, which would be his first time since 2018?
Absolutely, and he's going to have to go through some of the best players in the EU region, not just EU, but in also the world, and we've got some people that are definitely going to want to take down Eki as well. Let's take a look quickly at the leaderboards and how those round robins played out, as we had 2 groups. We'll start with Group A. We've got NikkeDangles, Ekin, as well as Alpha and Lana next. You see NikkeDangles with a perfect round robin going 3-0. Ekin was able to move on as well, so they would be the 2 representatives in the semifinal to try and make it on to the world stage here. Let's take a look now quickly at Group B, as we've got a fan favorite, and Eki has been here essentially every single year, going up against Temppanen, a rematch in the 2023 European Championship. Quebec's and Timu as well in Group B, but it'll be Eki and Temppanen that we're moving on today. First semifinal, we've got Temppanen as up against NikkeDangles. Again, you saw on the power rankings, they voted the #1 player right there, so that's going to be a great semifinal to watch. Semifinal 2, we've got Ekin against Eki. Can Ekin get past Eki at the World Championship? It's going to be something that we are going to watch through as a great semifinal coming up there. But let's bring in our first semifinalist, Temppanen.
My name is Teemu Karvonen and my gamer tag is Temppanen.
Walks out in front, he scores!
It's a really big thing for me to make it for second year. I'm the best all-round player. I have been trying the game so much. Nikke is the best player. His skill level is like the best in the whole world. I think I can win the whole thing.
We want to welcome in Temppanen, our competitor today in our first semi-final match. Temppanen, last year it was your first flight to the European Finals. You made it, you punched your ticket to the North American Finals. You came up short there. What do you have to do today to get back to those World Finals?
I think I just need to play like at my top level. Just be better all-around player than last year.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, without further ado, let's introduce our next semi-final opponent.
My name is Niklas Tukiainen, my gamer tag is NikkeDangles and I'm 20 years old.
And NikkeDangles is starting things early against Eki.
Making it to the World Championships would mean everything to me because I have been grinding so much. Since 2018 I played on a lot of tournaments, so my mental game is better now. I mean, it's fun to meet the guys because you have played them online, so it's nice to see the faces. I think I will win the whole team because I'm the most skilled player in the world. I think my offense is the best as well, so that's why.
All right, game number 1, our first semifinal about to get underway. Temppanen representing the Anaheim Ducks, NikkeDangles and the Washington Capitals. Again, they're drafted Hut lineups with McDavid for NikkeDangles, and we'll see if he can utilize him offensively as it starts with Temppanen off the draw to Ovechkin. Not a lot of offensive chances, a lot of maybe a feeling out process from both players, but maybe time for one more. Under 10 seconds to go in the first. Nicky's in all alone, and he can't get it to go. What an opportunity late. 5 seconds left in the period. Batherson behind the net, and that'll do it for the first period of game number 1. NikkeDangles got to be careful here not to get McDavid stuck out there. Completely out of energy to Kyrou now. Walks into the middle, he scores! Jordan Kyrou is going to open the scoring at the 2024 European Championship.
He needs to find a way to dig deep here, get a shot through, and tie this game up late.
Garland is a step up there, misses. Garland now across, and he scores! And Temppanen, just like that, is going to force one through and tie things up late in the third period.
Have a chance at the last shot on goal here, final 15.
Here's Ovechkin now down the left side. Tries to cut into the middle, waits for some pressure there. Now into the left side, backs out into the slot. Hits his own man, curls on the back end now. 6 seconds to go. Behind the goal line he goes. Here's Ovechkin. Temppanen tries to toe drag into the slot. Doesn't go, and we're going to go to overtime in game number 1. And since the second period, NikkeDangles just really hasn't had a lot of offensive opportunities. Here's Temppanen now with it, though. Palmieri drives it towards the net. He scores on the forehand. Palmieri's going to end it in overtime. And here we go with game number 2 between Temppanen and NikkeDangles. NikkeDangles has to win this one to force a game 3. Here's Jesper Bratt back to Dahlin. Quick movement. Fox scores! And a quick passing play there gets the goalie to commit, and Fox will send that one home low on the far side. Ovechkin now cuts in from the point. Knocked off the puck. He gets it back to Olofsson, though, completely out of energy. Just waiting for some support, and he gets it as the gold 1T from Ovechkin squeaks it by Connor Hellebuck, and we're all tied up. Gaudreau now to Doughty, who lugs it up through the neutral zone. A good read there, and now McDavid with a step. In all alone on the forehand, he scores! 2-1 for NikkeDangles on a great play there from Connor McDavid. Dahlin brings it up now to Glendening. Glendening now to Dadonov. Sends it across. Dahlin scores! Patient play there, and he hits it on the forehand.
Tic-tac-toe, Dahlin steps into the slot and fires a missile far side off of that one.
Ajo now into the zone to Gaudreau. That one's going to be blocked. Still has it on the backhand, but he can't get his stick free. And that'll do it for game number 2 as NikkeDangles stays alive and forces our first game 3 of the day.
And he didn't go back to that well that he seemed to have found. A clean shot on early, generated the scoring chance, didn't go.
As now Kyrou to Dahlin. We're in game number 3 between NikkeDangles and Temppanen. A lot on the line here. The winner of this game is going to go to the World Finals in April. Olofsson now off the rush, and is that going to trickle in? No, Hellebuck turns around. And holy smokes, what a start to game 3. Ovechkin with it again. Stutter steps in the neutral zone, gets across the line, sends it down. Matthews tries to cut it in the middle, and he does! There's that shot from Austin Matthews, and Temppanen's gonna make it 1-0. As now Duclair down to McDavid, like you said, no energy. Behind the net to Bjorkstrand. The toe drag, there he goes, and he finally gets it for one of the nastiest goals you're gonna see in the tournament.
Gives him the little razzle-dazzle toe drag around the skates of Doughty. Look at that, the shot far side converts. And how about NikkeDangles getting himself on the board here?
Fortuitous bounce there for Temppanen as he brings the puck up the ice. Off the boards, Matthews out of gas, but now he sends it to Ovechkin. Hard to knock off the puck, Ovechkin with it. Can't be that aggressive. And he sends it across, and it's 2-1 now for Temppanen. Temppanen's just got to play a clean 10 minutes. Now Doughty, maybe a 2-on-1. Temppanen trying to get a 2-goal lead, and he does! Sends that one across, and it's 3-1.
And how about Temppanen attacking the counter-attack? The odd man rush, Nicky going for the dive to try and block that pass across. It doesn't go as tape to tape. And Shen finds a way to bang that one home, and he's got the 2-goal lead here late in the third period.
Here we go, big moment here. It's Temppanen, even if he doesn't score, he tries to kill 2 minutes off the clock. Olofsson with a shot, Matthews on the rebound, and that might do it, as now it's 4-1. So that one will go through, and that is going to do it as Temppanen is going to win Game 3 and take our first semifinal.
That we are standing by with our winner, Temppanen. Temppanen, you made the final last year. I'll hand you the mic. And now you are going back to the World Finals in North America. I'll start with the question, how does it feel?
I don't know what to say, actually.
Don't know what to say.
Of course, it feels so amazing.
Your peers ranked you third. They ranked him number 1. Did you take any offense to that, given that you went to the Worlds last year?
I don't really know. I just don't know what to say at the moment.
But let's take a quick look at the bracket and where we stand going into our second semifinal. There we go. Temppanen and NikkeDangles, you see it there. Temppanen is going to move on as you've got Eki versus Ekin, as that is going to be our highly anticipated second semifinal as we wait and see how that one plays out. But we've got it. I mean, you saw the name there. We've got Eki in yet another semifinal. Do you think that he's got one more in him?
No stranger to being to this stage of the tournament. Every time he's gotten this far, he has found a way to clutch up that European Championship. However, not seeing the blue shoes on land here today.
No, we're not. Now, we did talk to all of the players just about what Eki means to the European space. I mean, he's won, or been involved with this tournament since the very beginning. He's the first ever champion of it, and he's been here essentially every year. Let's take a listen at what the other contestants had to say about Eki.
Eki wins it in overtime! He has shut up all of his detractors. He goes back to back to back! Stand up, Finland! Your boy is a champion! And it's a one and he scores! To break out it! And he scores! It's gonna go! 5-time European champion!
He's a special man.
Back and he scores! The country of Finland is decisively proud of their boy winning it all.
Hard work pays off.
Eki is the gel goat.
Has to be Eki.
Eki.
He's the goat.
I think that's really cocky to say yourself. It, let's say myself.
And there we go! Upstairs he scores! Oh my gosh! He has sent them all home. This is about Eki.
So we're taking a look back at Eki's accomplishments, his accolades over the course of his career that spans 16 1v1 championships. That includes 5 European championships, 1 World Championship as well. And in addition to that, 10 6v6 titles as well. How epic was that highlight reel from our production? I'm going to throw it back over to Cam at the booth.
All right, standing with the definitely the GOAT of the Europe region, no doubt, and potentially the world. How long do you think you can keep this up, boss?
I don't know, you're almost making me emotional here before
Let's go.
Before I go on stage. Well, hard to say. As most of you know, I have a new family member joining in soon, so we'll have to see how that affects things. But
well,
yeah.
I know what that's like, buddy. But we've got something here for you. All right, as you know, you've got a lot going on in your life. Congratulations! This is a little gift from the Isles Lab. As you got a little new person on the way here, buddy. So we're gonna give you that. Good luck competing now, huh?
Yeah, thank you. Dude, I'm a mess.
Well, no,
Thank you to the Islanders.
It's been great watching your run and just what it means to all the other players calling you the GOAT. What do you think you've got to do today to get one more?
Yeah, obviously it's a tight series against Eken. I played him 2 times in the semifinals at this stage, so yeah, we're familiar with each other. I really respect Eken's game. My games leading up to the tournament have gone better than they have in years, so I'm feeling really good. But obviously, none of that matters if you can't perform on the big stage. So.
I'm gonna try and make sure you hold back the tears. So we're gonna let you go there. Good luck as we learn a little bit more about your opponent, Eken.
I'm Henrik Eklund. Gamertag is Eken45 Junior.
And he scores! Eken on the board!
I think my mind is my best strength. It would mean a lot for me to make it to the World Championship. I've been so close so many times. To take the final step this time would be amazing. I had to sacrifice some work days to be here. My favorite pastime with my friends in summer is definitely play golf. I'm ready to win it all.
I'm standing by with our other semi-finalist, Ekin45. You are back, one of the only Swedes left in the tournament, the only Swede left in the tournament, actually. How does it feel to get back to this stage another time, another opportunity to finally get what you've been chasing?
Yeah, it feels really good. You always want to play these games, and yeah, I'm not you know, I don't want to finish fourth again, so. Yeah, I'm really hoping I can make it to the finals.
Do you think there's a rivalry between Sweden and Finland in this tournament?
No, not really. I think
not
it's,
really?
More Finns against Finns. I think I'm the only Swede who has been competing with them, so yeah.
Well, let's take a look at your competitor.
My name is Erik Tammenpää. I'm 24 years old, from Espoo, Finland.
And he scores! Eki wins it in overtime!
It would be amazing to make the World Finals. It would be the fourth time. Dream come true, obviously. I've been feeling unbelievable the last month or so. I feel like I'm really on top of my game. Me and my girlfriend have a baby coming out soon, so who knows? This might be the last time I really go for this GWC. This is not a retirement announcement. When I'm on top of my game, I don't feel like there's anybody who can beat me.
We are all set. We're getting into the game. We've got Ekin representing the Pittsburgh Penguins and Eki with his New York Islanders. How about that Islanders jersey? That one got me a little bit, I think. That's what got me a little bit. Slavin now to Tkachuk. As Tkachuk will cut into the middle, Eki's with it now to the right side. Sends it to Trocheck, and he scores on the backhand. And just like that, Eki goes up 1-0.
And precision passing down low, back into the slot, and picking his shot. Short side is Trocheck, one of his favorite picks in the draft this year. Able to get it done in front.
Slavin's got it now at the point, back to Bouchard. Now down to Wenberg. Sends it across, and a great passing play there. And Krause will tap that one home to make it 2-0.
How about Eki getting some of the depth forwards on this group involved in the goal-scoring effort, as, again, really working that right side and sending that pass across tape to tape off of that tap-in goal. Eki now up 2-0 early in game one.
Caulfield now to Kucherov. Quick puck movement. Hintz with a shot. Looking for a rebound. He scores! An ugly one, but it counts as he's looked for the rebound, and Eki puts it in his own net. As Hags got it now to Caulfield. Sends that one to Kucherov. Partial step. Curls all the way back up. No shot there, as he might have had a backhand attempt. Hintz waiting. Now he shoots and scores. Makes it 2-2. And a great answer from Ekin.
How about the patience of Ekin electing not to take that shot and still finding a way to open up a grade A scoring chance? It's Hintz with that 89 overall, the heavy shot right off the face-off dot. Ripping that one. Finding Twine and tying this game up.
And Drury now out the other way. Now across the line on the forehand, now to Lewis. Back to Savard, short-handed, and he scores! Great passing play there as he waited for it to open up, and Jack Drury on the penalty kill is gonna make it 3-2.
A very patient, methodical, vintage Eki on that breakout. He did have the man in the box, only 4 skaters on the ice, and found a way to punch that one in, not only onside, but finding the man wide open back door for that forehand tap-in. Eki maintaining that 1-goal lead, looking for the dagger here late.
Little reset there to get McKinnon on the ice, and he's tripped up. And we're gonna get a penalty shot. Tough play there for Ekin as Eki cleared the zone to get a line change, got McKinnon on the ice and had to trip him up, and we're gonna see if Eki can bury here late. Big moment here for Ekin. Here goes Eki. He's in with McKinnon on the backhand, and he's stopped. A big pad stack there from Ekin, and he's still in the game.
Well, much like Eki had that pad stack save against Artuzio, goes against him here. A great save from Ekin. Mano-a-mano with McKinnon, and finds a way to keep himself in this game late. Just under 4:30 to go here.
And Stone to Bouchard. Bouchard's got it to Lafreniere, gets across the line to Slavin. Slavin now walks in, nice little give and go, and he scores! Penalty shot doesn't work, but Slavin will bury that one on the forehand, and he's got his 2-goal lead. He'll weave his way to Trocheck, looking to end this one. Trocheck spins it around to Tkachuk. Tkachuk now out in front, intercepted. Slavin, though, with a good poke check. Deke into the middle, puts it off of his own man, and that one's in. As they both have a good laugh, as Slavin's going to get credit for the goal.
And he'll get his second of the game again. Maybe not the way you would expect with the D-man jumping up in the play, going for the loose puck, Deke, and Ekin directing that puck into his own net. So, hey, one goal against on each side for that friendly fire, knocking it in, directing it into your own net. No harm, no foul. Eki, you see him still laughing there, as it's all well and good for him. A 5-2 lead with 7.6 to go in game one.
As game two is underway between Ekin and Eki, and his back's up against the wall. Can we get a fast start from Ekin? Holds it all the way around, hounded down by McKinnon. There's Hintz. You don't want him there. We saw him great offensively in that gold light work from Demko. Eki also mentioned that about his goalie selection, and Demko took him very early. Now down behind the net, goes to Caulfield. Caulfield with a great shot. Can Ekin get it off? Now to Carlson. Back down to Kucherov. Spins around to the goal line, and a great start offensively for Ekin. But he's looking for a goal, and he gets an unbelievable one on the biggest stage. The behind-the-back tap-in, and Eki's stunned.
Are you kidding me? Ekin pulls off what seems to be an impossible goal from in behind the net. That was insanity against one of the game's best competitors in Eki.
That might be one of the best goals that I've seen at this stage of it. Like, the amount that's on the line here to try something like that, unbelievable. Again, either you use it or you don't. We don't really see players use it sparingly. So a shot on for the rebound, and Eki's done that a few times, and a couple of big saves there for Ekin. Now back to Bouchard. Slavin now sets up at the point. Now to Bouchard. No one's in front, waits for a screen maybe. Slavin now, he looks for the tip, and Stone is gonna tie things up.
Stone, one of those great depth picks at forward for Eki. And how about the possession up top to open up the shot lane? It's not as easy as getting the puck at the point and just smashing up on the stick. You have to do a little bit of magic to get that open shot lane. He does so. The man in front was not picked up. Clean tip for Stone, and he's back in this game just like that.
Caulfield now on the right side, spins around behind the net. Now to Niederreiter. Gibson goes. Caulfield walks in on the backhand, and a beauty goal there to retake the lead.
Two really nice goals from Ekin. That opening goal we talked about, that tuck, and this one a little more simple, but very effective with Cole Caulfield, able to regain that 1-goal lead. So even though he did give up that game-tying tip-in goal to Eki, he comes right back, maintains possession, gets the puck back again, and finds a way to get the go-ahead goal with 7:46 left in this second period of game two.
Stops up at the blue line, tries to feed it through. Good read there from Ekin, and now the other way. Forsberg now to Keller, hits Forsberg 2-on-1, sends it across, and he scores! Hintz with another one, makes it 3-1 for Ekin.
8 minutes to go, down by 2.
Keller drives the net, can't get it on as he almost made it 3. Harley now out the other way. Gives one to McKinnon, now to Trocheck, back to McKinnon, he scores! Finally see Nathan McKinnon on offense, and now it's a 1-goal game with about 5 minutes remaining. As now he brings the puck up, looking to tie it late. Here's Stone. Stone over to Lafreniere. Back to Stone. They give and go. Horvat on the backhand. Lafreniere can't score either. 5 seconds remaining, and somehow Ekin's going to hold on and force a Game 3 with a big 3-2 win.
Ekin survives with a couple of absolutely beautiful goals in this one, despite Eki's 16 shots only finding the back of the net 2 times. And almost scoring off of this rebound had he been able to corral that puck in clean. But Lafreniere had to kick it off the skate first before he was able to release the shot. An unbelievable finish to this one as Ekin forcing a Game 3. And for the 3rd consecutive year, Eki will be faced with a Game 3 at this stage.
A lot on the line here. And it's Trocheck and Hintz on the draw, and it'll be Trocheck who wins it in a fast couple of passes here for Eki. Looking to start quick. Trocheck in, and Vasilevsky picks up where he left off in game number 2. Nurse will pick it up.
And how aggressive are we going to see Eki be defensively here, knowing that Ekin can possess the puck against him?
Absolutely. Trocheck sends it to McKinnon, and he buries that one and makes it 1-0 early on.
We haven't called his name much, but there it is, McKinnon, the 99 overall speed in this game with that 96 overall card, and he's off to the races and finds a way to give Eki the 1-0 lead, like a slingshot on that one, converting that forehand opportunity.
Adam McKinnon, there he is, just straight line down the left side. He's got a step, stops up, waits for support, and Tkachuk, he had him there, but loses it off of the defensive skill stick. Harley now to Savard, walks in from the point to Tkachuk, pass across to McKinnon, and his second of the game, and it's 2-0.
Well, looks like Eki finally remembered he has one of the best cards in the game that he drafted second overall. Nathan McKinnon gets his second goal of this elimination game 3 here in our other semifinal match.
Wenberg up to Atkinson, and Eki's running away. Atkinson across the line, still has it. One-hand tuck, and he scores! And he makes it 3-0 in the first period.
What a statement from Eki.
Into the first period, he can't give up another one. You'd have to think Horvat as they battle away at it in the slot. Behind the net now as he goes and gives it back to Lafferty. Out in front, and a nice give and go, and it's 4-0 at the end of the first period for Eki. And 6 minutes to go in the second period. Atkinson with it one more time to Trocheck, over to Tkachuk. Tkachuk's got it one more time. Sends that across, and he scores! Waits for him to open up, and makes it 5-0. Atkin's gonna have to do it quickly and often. As McKinnon in all alone on the forehand, and that's not gonna make matters easier. 6-0 now for Eki, as McKinnon's starting to come alive.
You think he took offense to you saying that he's not using McKinnon that much? We're not calling his name often. Here he is with a hat trick in game 3, this elimination game 3, as Eki gets his 6th goal of this game.
Wenberg with it. Wenberg lugs the puck up the ice, sends that over to Horvat, stops up, now Wenberg again. Waits for something to open, now Stone on the backhand, he scores, and just mirroring his goal with Trocheck, made it 7-0. Eki gonna move on to the World Final. What do you think that means?
I think it's another opportunity for him to get back to that stage. As you did mention, he's gone there multiple times. He did win in 2018. He's gonna put up another goal here. 8 goals in this elimination game 3.
20 seconds remain. Atkins gonna kill the clock, little deke move. This one's done. And for the second straight year, we're gonna get Eki and Temppanen in the European Championship final as Eki moves on with a big 8-0 win in game 3. We are down to our final matchup as you see Temppanen and NikkeDangles. Temppanen was able to move on in 3. Ekin and against Eki, that was another 3-game set. So will we go the full max 9 games here at the EU Championship? We'll have to wait and see, but we've got a great series upcoming, and everything's coming to a head for that European Championship trophy. Let's show it one more time. There, look at that thing. They've really evolved it over the years.
That they have. But it is absolutely beautiful.
The World Championship belt is what it's all about.
Absolutely.
So that's
the big one.
Yep, absolutely. So we've got a huge series upcoming, and let's take a look at this matchup for our final as well. Again, Temppanen going up against Eki. I think, much like what I said about the Atkins series, I think that Temppanen's got to get the lead. When you saw the game against NikkeDangles, he's really playing from behind for the majority of it, but was able to take advantage off the rush, everything like that. But just a really, really good series upcoming for sure. I hope we see a best of 3, and we'll see if Temppanen can finally take down Eki. If anyone's going to do it, we'll see as both of these players able to make it back to the World Final for the 2nd straight year. But I believe Grizz is standing with our 2 finalists now.
Thanks, Cam. I'm standing by with our runner-up from last year in this tournament, Temppanen, and our winner, Eki. Temppanen, I will start with you. You pushed Eki to the distance last year, game 3 overtime, but as we all know, Eki, ice in his veins. What do you have to do to take the belt from Eki this year?
I think I have to win 2 games.
Classic. So you have to win the 2 games. How do you feel about your game having won that first series?
I don't know. I just want to play a better offense game. I think my defense was really good against Nikke, so yeah, maybe a bit better offense this time.
Looking for more offense from Temppanen. We'll see what we have here. Now I'm standing alongside Eki, 5-time European champion. What do you have to do to claim that 6th European title?
Adapt quickly. Temppanen is a different player to Iken. So yeah, I need to see how it gets going, but I was pretty comfortable yesterday in the group stage when I played him. But obviously we played at home multiple times. The games are pretty close, so yeah, I'm expecting a tight series.
All right, there you have it from our competitors. You guys shake hands, direct yourselves over to your gaming stations, and we are just moments away from our biggies. Guys, take your seats at your stations.
We're all set here for game 1 of our final. Will Eki make it 6 championships here at the European stage of the NHL 24 World Championship, or will Temppanen knock him down? We're going to find out right now. Game number 1 of our finals is set to go. Puck drop now underway, and we've got Eki and the New York Islanders, Temppanen and the Anaheim Ducks, and we're all set to go. McKinnon, we saw a ton of him in the last series. Slavin now with it. A tip on immediately, and in the first minute, a dangerous shot there from Eki. Shabbat now over to Ovechkin. Now to Olofsson across the line. He beats McKinnon all the way around back to Ovechkin, and he scores! And just like that, Temppanen is going to take a 1-0 lead in the final. Under 4 minutes to go in the second period, and an aggressive forecheck here from Temppanen. Now we get the puck lugged up from Eki. Kraus has it one more time. Into the middle to Atkinson. Now to Wenberg. Can he get it across? He does! And a pretty passing play from Kraus, and he'll finish that one.
Tic-tac Kraus, a beauty of a passing play effort there, going around the world on the spin. Round, I believe that was Doughty. He got the spin move on, and Kraus adjusting for the forehand tap-in. And that's one way to beat Olmark clean. Eki back in this game. We're tied up at 1.
That little give and go into a spin move is low-key nasty.
That was clean.
As we're all tied up, and again, not a lot was happening offensively, kind of just going back and forth on rushes. Both players are playing very good defensively, but now Wenberg he's going to get one immediately, sends it over to Kraus, gets his second, and now Eki is woken up offensively.
Lightning strikes twice, the 84 overall Kraus, but don't let the overall fool you, as he has found a way to find himself all alone in front on back-to-back opportunities. This one from the other side of the net, it does not matter. Kraus finding Twine again. 2 goals for Eki. If you blinked, you missed it. Not only did Eki tie the game up, he now is in the lead here in the second.
Now in the breakout, here's Eki now to Wallman. Wallman's got it down the right side, drives it towards the net, and almost had a third. Under a minute to go in the second period. Can Eki get one more? Behind the net, Eki's got it one more time. Spins out in front. McEwen again, just causing all sorts of havoc. Picks it back up. Lewis with it. Back across to Drury with 4.7 to go. A relentless forecheck is going to make it 3-1.
The new aggression style for Eki paying dividends as he's able to get that puck back. Jack Drury, how about the play that he's done so far in this tournament for Eki? He's had himself quite the tournament, scoring some big goals. That one putting him up by 2 goals.
Ovechkin back and forth. Nice stick handling there. Ovechkin between the legs, and he can't get that one to go through as both players kind of give a cheeky smile. Tkachuk now in the breakout, sends that one to Slavin. Over to McKinnon. McKinnon's got it, sends that one across to Trocheck, and makes it a 3-goal lead.
And now finding a way to score with that first line. He got the depth scoring he needed. Trocheck pitching in there as well. He's cutting back door. Pass comes through. He finds a way to get that 3-goal advantage here in the third period.
Matthews now into the corner. Curls back out into the middle. Loses that one. 15 seconds to go. Harley's got it over to Sandin. Now down to the corner. Shabbat. Maybe time for one more to get back on the board going into game 2. Hit at the blue line, 3 seconds to go, and that's going to do it for game number 1 as Eki takes it 4-1, and he's 1 win away from another European title. We're going into game number 2. It is a title game. Temppanen wins this one. We're going to a third. Eki wins this one. He's the 2024 European champion. Here we go, off the opening draw, and it's going to be Temppanen. Sends that one to Shabbat. Open the scoring in game number 1 early before giving up the lead at the later stages of the second. Doughty's got it to Shabbat. Sends that one to Matthews. Over to Olofsson. Sends it into the middle. Trocheck on the intercept. Ovechkin picks it back up. Fired on. It's blocked in front by his own player.
Wenberg now with it, looking to clear the neutral zone, finding Sandin. Up to McKinnon. McKinnon with the speed threat. Trocheck passes Tkachuk. He scores! Just like that, Eki up 1-0.
Nice feed through the middle there as Tkachuk was just cutting in on the backhand. Able to capitalize there and make it 1-0. As there's Unstoppable for take a hit to make a play. As we've got a big opening goal there for Eki. And we're only 5 minutes in. Oh, absolutely. All the way up the ice to McKinnon now. McKinnon to Tkachuk. Tkachuk's got it across to Harley. Sends it across to Tkachuk, and a nice passing play there. And he makes it 2-0.
Another beautiful passing play out of that top line. Tkachuk going to work off of that cut, and he did a little bob and weave there and receives that pass for the forehand tap in. And just like that, Eki gets another one, and he is now up 2-0. And I did mention the passing. He attributes that to his play in 66 long before he ever played a 1v1 game. And where did Eki start playing 1v1? That was in 2017. He saw a newspaper article of all things in a tournament, decided to enter, dominated, didn't win, came up in second place, but that's where it all started back then.
Getting a little bit more zone time here. Behind the net to Austin Matthews. Matthews now down, swings that one around to Ovechkin. Like a heck of a goal-scoring line here. Ovechkin now rings one off the bar. Great opportunity there with one of the game's best. Now McKinnon with a step the other way. Can he get it across? No. Good defense there from Olofsson. Under 5 to go in the second period. And now maybe a step for Temppanen, but it's a good back check there from Eki. Slavin will get across the blue line. As now he's got to set maybe a 2-on-1 on the forehand, and a big save there from Ullmark as Temppanen can't give up another one, you'd have to think. Lafreniere again. We'll look for the cycle now for Eki as he's going to hold on to it for as long as he can. Lafreniere now pressured, walks out into the middle, pass across, and he scores! Slavin is going to make it 3-0.
You see the aggressive defense from Temppanen. Eki eats the bump and finds a way to hit that pass backdoor out of position from going for that hit through 2 of his own guys in behind the net, wide open in front with Slavin. Now it's a 3-goal lead for Eki, and all he's got to do is just coast off and ride this one out.
But that might be it. We'll see. Horvat off the draw. He'll go to the right side. And again, you see that last goal just led to the frustration of not being able to get the puck back as Eki just really making sure that he doesn't lose possession. As Horvat is going to score on the forehand and make it 4-0.
And when the lights are as bright as this, who better than Eki, who once again finds a way to convert chance after chance. As soon as his opponent makes one misstep, puck's in the back of your net.
Here we go. Offensive zone draw now on the power play for Eki. He's 1-for-1. Tkachuk now right off the draw, and he'll make it 5. As he's pouring it on here in game number 2.
As it looks like Eki will finally pull away in this one. As you never know. I mean, when you get to this point in the game, as we mentioned, you can score 3 goals back to back to back like it's nothing. And even if you get 2 goals back to back, you're back in it. You still have time to go, but 12:25 left, 5 goals. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's see if he can get one. Back to the point, here's Weegar. Sends it down to Marchand, walks straight towards the net, and that one doesn't go. Over to Kraus. Kraus has it one more time. At the point, stops up and brings it in. Pressured there, drives towards the net. That one's not gonna go. Wenberg now with it. Around the net, Atkinson will pick it up. 30 seconds remaining in the third period. As a shot out in front, Atkinson will score, and it's 6-0.
How about that? Another great opportunity converted for Eki. You see the handshake there, as they pretty much know this one is all said and done, but formalities, we'll play this one out.
We'll play it out, under 30 to go. As Duchesne with it again, gets across the line. Now down behind the net, our final 20, Duchesne with it. As a nice little between the legs move. They're gonna play again in the World Championship, but for the 6th time, your 2024 NHL European champion is Eki.
Boys will hug it out. 6-time champion, you see the celebration there. I'm standing here alongside Eki, I'll hand you the mic. How does that sound? 6-time European champion. You will go back to the World Finals all 4 times.
Incredible. I kind of got a moment to think about it there in the final game, but yeah, just unbelievable. Kind of lost for words. I think, like I said, coming into the tournament, I felt unbelievably good coming in, and something just feels different this year. So I hope I can keep the momentum going for the World Finals.
Do you feel that there was a turning point, something that snapped in you between those 2 series today, that you were able to hit another level?
Not really. I think when I just got it going against Iken in Game 3, that's what really opened up my offense, and yeah, I think that was it.
All right, here you go, man. Here is the 2024 European Championship trophy. Great that for me, Grizz. Go ahead, hold it up to the camera, buddy. So, what are you going to spend the money on? Yeah, what are you going to spend the money on?
Well, as most of you know, we have a baby coming out, so probably
God, that I know.
Yeah, that will probably limit the bank account a bit. So
things change quite a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it feel any different going to the World Championship this year compared to last year? Because you said this year is the best that you felt.
Not maybe the best I felt, but best I felt in 2 years. So yeah, so that's what changed. I think last year, as you saw, I was really scraping through the European region. I easily could have not made the World Finals. I think 2nd place last year in the World Finals I felt like it was the maximum my gameplay level had in it. So I feel like this year I have a chance to win it all. Yeah, just need to stay focused, play the same as I have, and yeah.
Let's take a look at the replays here. Again, walk us through a little bit of that series. Going into it, you guys felt pretty lighthearted. Like, you know, it didn't seem, again, you guys are friends, but a little bit lighthearted, even going into game number 1. Talk us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we were talking about with Temppanen that, dude, it's already so amazing to go to the World Finals, and we actually made a deal that whoever wins buys drinks for the
there you go. All right.
The night. So yeah, it was nothing much to it. Obviously, massive stakes still on the line, but I think the biggest relief for both of us was already making it to the World Finals, and yeah.
Who do you think is going to be your biggest competition out of the North American side?
I really need to watch the North Americans. I'm only really familiar with Gren and Rex, so yeah, I need to check the North American games.
It would be great to see you guys go up against each other at the World Championship at that stage as well.
I'm expecting Rex and Gren to be there.
We'll see. We'll have to see. 2 of them will be. 2 out of the him and Polgs and Gren, so it's going to be a great finish there. But again, great job again on the European Championship, and a dominant run as well throughout. And just any last thoughts?
No, just thank you everybody for the support, and thank you NHL for organizing this awesome tournament year after year. This is where it's at, the biggest NHL tournament there is, and yeah. Thank you NHL, and thank you New York Islanders.
There we go. As you get your 6-time European champion in Eki. That is going to do it for us from today from Copenhagen. This is the European Championship. Be sure to tune in next weekend as we get to the North American Finals. Don't miss it.